Hello, I am Coach Crystal Henry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a few moments out to like, to make comments, to share, and to subscribe. I want you back, and I'm excited that you joined me. This video is about the 10 things that prosperous people give. Let me say that again. The 10 things that prosperous people give. Prosperous. Let's start there. What do I mean by prosperous? Just because you have $1 million, just because you have one hit song doesn't mean that you're prosperous. A lot of times we look at prosperity by designer, by labels. Prosperous people can be CEOs, CFOs, they can be the president, they can be doctors, they can be lawyers, they can be wealthy, they can be rich, they can even be modest, they can be totally vain and well paid. Prosperous. What is prosperous to you? We align ourselves with those that we think are prosperous and influential. The word prosperous, let me give you a few synonyms. It means flourishing. It means productive, wealthy, influential, prosperous. You're able. People that are prosperous are trailblazers. They're the ones that boldly have gone where no one else has gone before. So let's talk about the 10 things that prosperous people give. Write this down. Number 1, prosperous people give love. You ever seen a singer, someone singing a song on a stage and they're like, I love my fans. They're reaching out, they're touching their fans. They are giving love. I want to first give honor to God. I want to thank my mom. That's how some of those speeches start. They give love. They give thanks. They give thanks. Prosperous people give thanks. It helps prosper their businesses. It helps bring them more business. Give thanks. Prosperous people give thanks. Number 2, prosperous people give their time. They take time out. It takes time to build. It takes time to grow. It takes much time. Are you willing to give up your time to prosper in the gifts and in what you are purposed to do? You have to be willing to give your time. Give your time to that customer. Give your time to that client. Give your time. Number 3, prosperous people give beliefs. They give their beliefs. They've gone through some struggles. They've gone through some failures. They've gone through great successes. So when a prosperous person, when a wealthy person, when an influential person says, I believe this, we listen to them and we begin to believe also. If they did that and they're prospering and they're flourishing and they're wealthy, maybe I need to do that too. So what they do is they give their beliefs, their know-how. Are you willing to give some of your know-how, some of your beliefs? Are you just going to be stingy and hold on to your beliefs? No, you got to give them. You got to give them. If your hand is open, you can give as well as receive. Number 4, wealthy, influential, prosperous people give dedication. They are dedicated. They're dedicated to their product. They're dedicated to their customer, their clients. They're dedicated. They're dedicated to success. They're dedicated to the win. Are you dedicated enough to become an influencer? Are you dedicated enough to become one of the top 1%, the top 10%, the top 5% in your field, in your niche? Are you dedicated enough? You've got to be dedicated. You've got to stay up late. You've got to get up early. You have to be dedicated to your cause. When you're building, it's not a lot of time for resting and do nothing. Got to be dedicated. Prosperous people. Number 5, prosperous people give hope. What? Prosperous people give hope. They tell their story. I was homeless. I was eating out of a trash can. I was living in my car. I was living on Skid Row. A lot of prosperous people came from nothing and have come to a prosperous place, an influential place, a place where they have gained great skill or ability. Whatever they have done to be productive and wealthy, they are giving you the hope that if they made it, you can make it too. And you've got to be able to give someone else hope. Even where you are, you might have influence over 5 people. Influence those 5 people. Show them what you did to get where you are. Hope. Give hope. The next one, number 6. Prosperous people give purpose. Prosperous people give purpose. They give you ideas. They tell you the things that they failed at. They tell you, my purpose is to do this, this, and this. My purpose is to do that, that, and that. My purpose it started out here, but now my purpose is this. And it's okay if your purpose grows, your vision grows, because a lot of times we have a great big vision and then we cut it down because we don't think we can get to that big, huge vision. Well, prosperous people, they keep their eye on that big vision and they take their little wins. And they go from purpose to purpose to purpose. Yes, it's okay for your purpose to change along your journey. Start with a great purpose, continue. Your purpose might enlarge and get bigger, and theirs did too. Trust me, theirs got bigger. So, prosperous people give purpose. Give purpose. Number 7. Prosperous people give life. They're not just the life of the party. They're not just the life of the class or the life of that conference, but they give life. What do I mean by they are content creators? They're creating. Do you know people that are just innovative? They come up with all these ideas because they're exposing their mind to stretch. So are you willing to stretch your mind? Are you willing to meditate? Are you willing to concentrate? Are you willing to read books, to look at other prosperous people to become prosperous? Prosperous people give life. They might say one thing that might give you a totally different idea from what that prosperous person is doing, and it will cause you to prosper just because you were in the atmosphere, just because you were listening to their open mind, to their mind of creation. So prosperous people give life. They help you create. So listen to prosperous people. They give life. Number 8, prosperous people give back. What? Prosperous people give back. I know you're saying, well, they're just giving because they want a tax write-off. They're just getting, no. You get to a point of wealth. You get to a point of prosperity and you say, you know what? I just want to give back. I want to remember where I came from. I want to help that person. You know what? I don't need this car. Let me give this car. If you see some of the most famous, prosperous people, they are givers. Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, Eric Thomas, Tiffany Montgomery, they are givers. Prosperous people are givers. So they give back. So remember to give back. Or what do they say now? Give it forward. Tyler Perry gave groceries. He just gave some money to a grocery store and people were randomly getting blessed by their groceries being paid for during the pandemic. Prosperous people, he's a prosperous person and he gives. They give back. Number 9, prosperous people give of themselves. They give of themselves. Are you willing to give of you? You can't be like, I don't want to do it. They make me sick. No, you have to give of you. Give of you. Prosperous people give of themselves. They give their time, they give their efforts, they give their energy. A lot of time, prosperous people, they've learned by getting burnt. They learn from spending time with others, giving free time. They've learned and they give of themselves. And so you have to be willing to give of yourself. Sometimes it's only you. When you're starting your business, sometimes it's only you. Nobody has the passion that you have, but you have to not only keep the passion flowing, but you've got to give of yourself, and you can't get tired of giving of yourself. That doesn't mean you never take a rest. Doesn't mean you never take a breath, but you've got to be willing to give of yourself. People want to love on, people want to bless, people want to thank prosperous people. So as a prosperous person, you've got to be willing to give of yourself. And the number 10, what prosperous people give, they give freely. What? They're philanthropists. They give free items, they give free merchandise, they give free. They freely give. And that causes people to try their ice cream, try their makeup, try their lipstick. There's a certain point where you can begin to charge, but sometimes you got to give those free samples. How do I know? When you go to the mall, if you've ever been to the mall and you see the little guy and he's got those pretzels, and you're like, I'm on a diet, but they're like, here, take one, try this pretzel, try this cookie, try this Chinese fried rice, try this piece of chicken. And when you try it, you're like, that's good. It's savory. Trying things. Try my sample lipstick, or try my sample lashes, or try my sample trying it makes you want to purchase it. So sometimes you've got to give freely. Give freely. When your hands are open, they're open so that you can give and that you can get. Prosperous people give freely. A lot of prosperous people are philanthropists, and they have different organizations where they raise money for cancer and for colleges. They give freely. So let's go over those 10 things that you want to do as a prosperous person. Yes, you are going to flourish. You are going to be productive. You are going to be influential. You are going to be wealthy. You are going to be able. You are going to be a trailblazer. You're going to be a prosperous person who gives. What do we give? We give love. We give time. We give our beliefs. We give dedication. We give hope. We give purpose. We give life. We are creators. We give back. We give ourselves, and we give freely. We're philanthropists. That's what wealthy, prosperous people do. So I hope this word blessed you, encouraged you. Think about what you can give. Hope to see you back next time. Again, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I am Coach Crystal Henry. Check me out on mymentor.life/Crystal Henry. That's a way that you can book me. If you want to email me, go to coachcrystalhenry@gmail.com.